ladies and gents, and welcome back to Hardspace Shipbreakers, and it is a new day. Now, I've moved on a little bit further here, so we're out of the tutorial, so this is, or should be, my first new ship. Just having a quick check to see what upgrades are available that I can afford. I've got 232 tokens at the moment. Yeah, I want that. 15 tethers. 15 tethers will be useful. I didn't show tethers in the last one. They're something you pick up in the tutorial, but I'll be using them pretty heavily, I expect. There's not really anything else we can afford. I've only got 32. I guess up here for the tokens. These are used for your upgrades. 79 durability. We're going 23 on the laser cutter. Yeah, use one of the repair kits. Hopefully we'll get some more. You can find things like repair kits and stuff in Rex as well. Yep, no, I think that'll do. I think that will do. Alright, so let's start ourselves a new shift. And we have to select a new ship. So we've got a couple of options here. There's only a couple of ship types that I've seen so far in-game. Not the mackerel. Well, they're all mackerels, but various configurations of the mackerel hull. Neptune. I like how it gives a little bit of background information on who the previous owner of the ship was that you're about to scrap, and sometimes what it was used for, what's its total value is. You get a bit of background information on the machines. I can only assume they're going to expand that, as well as what it was named as. But I'm going to claim this one. Mainly because it's got 4 engine nacelles, so I know immediately I've got a bit of a payday there.
Alright, Cutter. This here's another mackerel. Just a little history lesson for you. The entire mackerel class was decommissioned once they juiced the force of the rail gates. Link scooped up thousands of them on the cheap. Now finish up your work order and salvage as much as you can of each ship before moving on to the next. We call it using the whole buffalo. You want to pay off that mountain of debt you're carrying on your back. That's how it's done. Weaver out.
I like that. I like how there's that little bit of background. Hopefully that continues through with all the classes, all the ship classes, that is. Alright, so that's 2 antennas gone. It's only got 2 nacelles. I thought it had 4. The picture lied. God damn it. Alright, so we better take the nacelles off. So otherwise they're just gonna get in the way. I forgot to mention it in the last video as well. This is actually made by the same people that are currently working on Homeworld 3, which is the same, well, sort of the reformed developers that worked on the Homeworld series. However, at least as far as I understand it, this isn't actually based in the Homeworld universe. This is supposed to be future Earth. I think at one point it may have been intended to be part of the Homeworld universe. I mean, the ship designs are very Homeworld if you look at them. Like, tell me this doesn't look like a one of the small beginner fighters, or a similar shape to one. I really need to extend the range on this thing. I have to get too close. It'd be nice to be able to hit it from further away. Oh yeah, and so these are the tethers. I can attach a cable, essentially an energy cable, to one location, and then to something else, and the cable will try and contract until it burns out. The cable lasts about 60 seconds, and it has a hell of a lot more movement force than the push effect on well, essentially the magnetic gun, the gravity gun. Through the airlock here.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Cool. Yeah, the inside is pressurized. Alright. Yeah, so you'll see me using a lot more of the tethers in just a moment as we start pulling this thing apart. Oh, we've got goodies inside this one. Nice. Med kit. Take that. That's fuel. And we've got oxygen over on the wall over there. Speaking of oxygen, let's...
Air pressure level
depressurizing the spacecraft. If we'd cut it before depressurizing it, the panel that we cut would have likely killed us. Or we could have just caused the ship to explode and, you know, bad things will happen. So now it's vacuum inside. The door in there is sealed. And we want to go through here because the reactor is in the back of the ship. That is our first target, so... if we cut right here, we should split the lock on the door. There we go. Nice. And there is the reactor on the roof. But we don't want to do that just yet. Some lights in here that we can pull. We want to get the floor panels out. Alright. Cable and get the one over to reclamation. If we grab that door.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Oh, shit. Wrong button. Oh, that was a waste of a tether. There we go. So I got 11 tethers left, so I should be fine. And this is the important one, because when the reactors come out, if you don't get them down to the barge fast enough, they can explode and kill you. Alright.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
First step in the work order complete. Now, just yanking the lights out of the bay and getting them clear. Damn it. Running a little low on oxygen and fuel here. Alright, so now we're out of the tutorial as well. We've actually got a limited amount of time. You can see in the top right hand corner we have a clock ticking down. We've got 8 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, let's take the roof out. And you can see just underneath, or in the center of the screen lower, in the HUD, the left-hand side gauge is your fuel. Right-hand side is health, which we're fine on. We're low on fuel, and then the bar across the top is the O2. We're actually got a limited amount of oxygen, and we're burning through it rather quickly. We're going to have to go over and grab some more soon.
Credits deposited.
Now, I want to take out this entire side. Might have to get this from the other side, I think.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Yes, I know. Give me a second. That's not the part that I wanted to get rid of. That's my fuel covered.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
That's better. Now, normally you would need to go and buy fuel, and you would need to buy oxygen. But because we got lucky, we've got a couple of canisters inside the ship that we can potentially use. Alright. to get in there. Cut low. Get rid of the seam first. Nah, that's not going to come out. Alright, we're going to have to cut it. So cut there. And there we go. That's what I wanted. Out we get it. Oh, oops, that was a mistake. That could have been all sorts of awful. Come on, get over. Right, that'll do.
Material deposited.
Alright, now I've got the fuel tank. If I can get it, there we go. Alright, so that one there's there to be claimed. We've got the service light inside of the
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
the maintenance tunnel as well.
All right, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on you.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this shift. It's going to take at least 2. Well, if I can get this side panel off. No, that's not going to come out. No, that's still being held. God damn it. Alright. Means if I want to get that off, I'm going to have to take the entire engine or thruster unit off the back end. No, that's... oh, there's no lower seams. Alright, screw it. Let's take off the roof then. Shit. Alright, and that's for the main supports, which we don't want to cut those off yet. We don't want to break the ship in half. At least not right away. Come on, up you go. There we go, that's one panel out. Oh no, come on, come out, come out, come out.
Credits awarded.
Should have given it a nudge first. Probably should have taken the lights off it too, but that's fine. Yank out some of the fittings the last 2 minutes that we've got left here.
Credits deposited.
Though,
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder,
Damn.
asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
No, let's not do anything in the cockpit just yet. I have to go get some oxygen, otherwise we're going to run out. I know I mentioned it last time, but I absolutely love this soundtrack. I don't know if the devs are watching any videos, but if they happen to come across mine, please make the soundtrack available to buy separately. I'd get this. I'd get this and play it in every space game that I can possibly get my hands on. In fact, recently I've been getting the.
Dig deep and let's finish strong.
No, we don't need thruster fill. Yeah, 60 seconds. All I'm really going to be able to do is yank out some more of the fittings and leave it at that, I think. And then we'll come back to this ship tomorrow. Hopefully we've made enough of the engine, nacelles, and the reactor that it'll cover our expenses for the day, so... Yeah, I've been getting a bit of an urge to do more space games recently. I mean, I keep meaning to do more Star Citizen, and I sort of just haven't been. So I really need to get onto that, and other stuff too. Like I'm looking
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I'm looking for stuff that's fun that I haven't played in ages. I've missed playing a lot of space stuff. I think it's part of the reason why I love
Salvage
this so
deposit
much.
accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, damn it! Alright, so 859,162.80. We did okay. We got 1.5 tons of nanocarbon. A bit over that actually, if you count all the extra bits in. And we destroyed some equipment mounts, light. Apparently one of the antenna was destroyed. I thought I got all the antennas. Alright, a new day. So our expenses, $499, $753.48, and this is, you know, look at the stuff of this stuff. The scanner rental, $30,000, suit rental, $45,000 a day. Alright, let's continue current salvage. Normally you would do a ship until you've completed your work objectives, and then you just push the rest of the ship. You know, you spend the rest of the time salvaging what you can, and then push the rest of the ship into, you know, whatever is the most appropriate thing to salvage. But I think I might actually pull this thing entirely apart, every last square inch of it. But yeah, as I was saying before the last time I ran out, yeah, but it's getting the urge to do some space stuff. I'm thinking things like, if I can get I've been wanting to play Starlancer as a retro replay for ages, if I can get it working. Possibly doing a campaign of Freelancer, because that was just a fantastic game
Salvage
in general.
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Right, you've got to come off. And you've got an engine in you, so how do we pull you apart? We've got tanks up here off the sides of the cockpit as well. They'll be coolant tanks, I think. Alright. Just got a lot of rubbish in here. You think you'd clean your ship before you send it to the yards, wouldn't you? No. Actually, what we might do, just to clear us some space, let's just take out the floor. We've taken out the roof. We'll cut the floor out of the ship too. Panels a bit of a push. Hopefully that works. go. Come on, tow it. Damn it. Fine, fine. Okay.
Object
12 tethers
accepted for
remaining.
processing. Credits deposited.
Alright, so that's the roof and the floor out, so we've got a little bit more room to move now, in and out of the ship. Bloody space trash. Alright. Now, none of the ships I've done so far have actually had an intact thruster in the back. Looks like it's capped in from the outside. Alright, can't cut. We can just pull it off. Alright, that works. Oh, that almost went off center, but I think that should be close enough. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of the suction field that's in front of the collection areas. We'll pull it in, so it'll be fine. Alright, so that's how you deal with the thrusters. You just yank them out of the back of the ship.
Credits deposited.
And that should capture.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright, and that looks like there's all that's in there, so let's cut the back off this thing. Push, 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 push. And there we go. We've got a little bit of separation here. Yeah, from the angle we might go from this side, I think. All right, there we go. That down there. Okay.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright, so when that hits, that should pass us over our nanocarbon, easy. And then all we've got to do is get the power cells. 8 minutes left. Yeah, there we go. Work order is complete for the nanocarbon. And now with the thruster block off the back, we should have access to the maintenance corridors.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Ah, the side panels come off as well. should probably just send that straight over towards reclamation as well. Ooh, and left some junk behind.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Just cleaning up the workspace a little. Now that's the airlock on that side. We have the maintenance corridor on this side we can get access to.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, utility keys. Nice. That is our power cell. So if we yank this one out, not a lot of room to move in there without getting an interruption. And that's our work order completed.
Credits deposited.
So everything else now is bonus money. Oh, that went through the hull. Glitch. Glitch. As I said, this would be the point where I would just start pulling the ship apart as quickly as I possibly can, taking what I can get out of it, and then in the last, minute and a half, we'd try and push it down the nearest hole and call it a day. But I think I'm going to try and disassemble as much of this one as I can. I don't think I'll get it all done this time out though, because we're nearly 5 minutes left and we've already done 15.
Got about 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Weaver out.
Thank you, Weaver. Yep, that one is coming away. Come on, get a move on.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Oops. So much easier to move down the sides when you take off the sides, isn't it? So we want this one.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
One more, and that is these maintenance lights removed. So one more in there. That looks like it's on the inner wall. Damn it. That's why I need longer range. Two more. Cut these two, that should take the entire side of the front of the ship off, I think. Okay.
Caution. Tether supplies are low.
I'm sure there'll be enough for the next 2.5 minutes, if I can get that to link. Alright, it's going to link that way. I mean, something blocking it. Alright, so there is the front corner. Food packet. Go into the furnace.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Now, the airlock is going to be a bit of fun, because if I want to take the other side of the ship off, well, the airlock's got stuff in it that's worth recovering, but if I want to take the other side of the ship off, I need to access the support pieces that are in the structure on that side of the ship, but the airlock's between me and where I need to go, so I'm going to have to cut part of this panel away. Unless I can get the entire airlock to detach.
Your oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
All right, Cutter.
No, still
Wrap it
attached
up.
to the sides.
You got about a minute left.
Yeah, it's about how much I've got on the oxygen too. Yeah, I think I might have to call this one and come back to it in the next shift to finish it up. There's still some valuable stuff in there. I haven't touched any of the computers in the cockpit yet. We want to rip all of those out, and there's more fittings in there. Not to mention the mass that's remaining of the ship. There's probably at least another 1 million, so we can do one shift without work orders, but I'll have to wrap it up on the next one.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
Alright, let's end shift. 971,262.90 in total. We're going to lose about 500,000 of that to cost, so we're taking about nearly 500,000 off of the debt. So down to 997 million left to go. Oh, it's a step in the right direction. Well, anyways, ladies and gents, I think I'm going to call this one here. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care. And there it is. $4.99. $500,000 a day. These companies are crooks.